Hello, beautiful people.
What up, ugly ass people?
Welcome to the Moon and Ibra show.
Yes, sir.
Episode 38.
Yes, sir.
Back here again with another one.
Yes, sir. 14 to go.
Yes, sir.
14 to go.
We're getting there. You know, we kept being consistent. No matter whatever.
No matter what going on.
Yeah.
Y'all already know.
So, what do we got today?
All right. So today we got some crazy stories.
Actually, I just got a jersey here, brother. I got a real jersey here, man.
Look at what it's written. Trash fly.
Man, this is the best airline company in the world, bro. I see here, Fly Emirates.
Fly better.
Fly Emirates.
They're asking them to fly better, you know what I mean?
Fly better. So yeah, we played today, but we didn't win.
And they're out there trashing my team. That is not even playing well, but
that team, no one knows how they're winning. I feel like Florentino Perez is paying some people, not to play, not to score actually. Because man, that's real. We need to investigate. They need to be investigated.
I'll tell you what, when you're accustomed to winning,
you
just win. You know what I mean? Like, you just see LeBron, he just wins. You don't know how.
No
but
problem.
He wins.
No problem.
You know what I mean?
We will figure out what happened.
The Chiefs, are they one way or another, something is going to happen in that game and they're gonna win. Right?
Oh my goodness. Right. No problem.
So we all know that.
No problem. So let's move on.
Anyway.
Yes, sir.
Better change the jersey. Say that. You need
a new jersey. All white, yeah?
Yeah, I need a new jersey, bro.
No problem. I'll think
all
about
right. It. So today we got something that's going on in Australia that got me thinking about, these marriages in, I would say, third world countries that are, I'll say, how they call it, like forced marriages or arranged or something like that. Pretty much. Your family sends you away, like you being. When I say send you away, I'm talking about the girls most of the time, without their consent. Most of the time, they give them away to like men for them to get married. So this girl, or should I say this lady, her mom gave her away when she was 15.
Wow.
Yeah. She gave her away when she was 15, pretty much to get married to someone. So how can you as a man marry a 15-year-old girl? First of all, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Itself.
It is fucked up already.
And she didn't want to get married to that man, and then 5 years later she got divorced. And when she got divorced, her mom arranged another marriage again, and she got married to a new man. And 2 months after the marriage, that man killed her. Yeah. He killed her. The way it went was the dude was on the phone. The man who killed the lady was on the phone with the lady's brother.
Okay.
And then there was an argument. There was a back and forth between the two. And then that's what the news were saying. They didn't give him much details. So there was a back and forth between the two arguing. And then the girl got out, the lady got out, and she was asking, "Oh, who are you arguing with?" And then the guy was just saying, just go back to where in your room or some shit like that. But the brother, he wanted to know actually where his sister was. And then the man kept telling him, I don't know where she is. And then they started arguing. And then when they hung up, I think the same day, a few hours later, the dude calls the brother back and said, come get your little sister's body at the police station. First, I'm gonna tell you this. As a brother,
I guess one of your siblings will go take your body at the police at the same police station, bro.
I'll tell you something.
No cap.
Ha.
Wow.
Ha.
Wow. Wow, that's an insane
That's
story.
crazy.
I didn't know that's how, because actually you told me about what we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect that situation, the ending.
That's how it went. It's like the dude called the brother right away. He's like, come get your little sister's body at the police.
Man, that's insane, bro. That's insane.
It doesn't make sense. And the mom ended up getting sentenced 1 year in jail because the jury feels like she is the reason
everything actually happened.
Yeah, like the start of everything. She's the reason. Like she gave her away. She didn't want to, and all that. And so she got sentenced to 1 year in prison. I feel like that should be an example.
Yeah,
I feel like because there is a lot of these type of situations. Even if the girl don't get killed. But she's gonna end up in a situation where she's not happy for the rest of her life.
It's bad for her mental health.
Exactly, and she's gonna be there, like, not knowing what's going on, not knowing, like, she knows she definitely don't want to be there.
Yeah.
And for a long time, there's a lot of families where the women have to be there, even though she don't like it, but because she don't want to
embarrass the family.
Embarrass the family, dishonor, all those type of shit. And she stays in that shit, and I hate that. Like, I definitely don't condone situations like that. I don't condone like mothers just wanting their daughters to get married just for the sake of it, just trying to give them away to men that they don't even know. It's like the first dude that come out is like, oh, you should get married to this, you should get married to this. That's the worst thing you can do to your child, man.
I mean, brother, I know we don't like saying that this is 2024 or this is this year again, but those things used to happen ages ago, back in the days. It used to happen, and most of the time in a lot of culture, where the man is, I don't know, he is viewed as the one who should actually lead everything, and he cannot be disrespected. I don't know if they mention her father in the story.
What I read, no. I just read that part was what I read in that little article. They didn't give much details.
Yeah. But from what I know, actually, even if the father is not there, it can be an uncle, it can be, most of the time it's always the man who does that. But on the other part as well, on the other hand, it's another man actually who is getting married to a 15 years old kid.
That's the dude where I'm like, how?
Like how, bro?
Like how in your head?
You need to be.
She's 15. Like, I cannot imagine, bro.
15.
Bro. It's just unfreaking believable.
Bro, 15 is just so young. My latest brother is 16 years old and still.
18 is young. 15 is a baby.
That's just insane. And those things happen. It's still happening in some communities.
In a lot of countries, still happening, and even in our country, it's still happening.
It happens in our country.
It's sad.
It is
how mothers just it comes as if they just want to get rid of their daughters.
I don't know what happens in their mind though. Honestly, I don't know if they ever loved that kid. I don't know. I don't think they deserve even having a kid for real, having a daughter, and that's bad.
That's really bad.
I don't know if they gave much details about why the guy did that, why the guy killed her.
It was ego problems. I'm gonna dig deeper into it and see. Maybe we're gonna give much details for the next time. But from what the police said, it was that argument that got the guy killing the little. But maybe the reason the brother was asking where my little sister is, maybe he was suspecting something, because he kept asking, "Where's my little sister?"
Maybe he was acting weird.
Maybe something happened before, like he beat her sister or something like that. Yeah, it could be a story like that. It could be a story like that. But from what the police said, it was after the arguments, a few hours after, the dude just called the brother and said,
Yo, that's crazy. I mean, the parents who agree on, giving up their kids, their daughter to when they're not mature enough to get married, then they are criminals. They definitely are criminals.
That just mean like she don't even know the man that she's giving her daughter to.
She does not.
She don't even know him.
She does not.
Like, listen, a psychopath, I don't care what you say. If that happens that fast in the span of 2 months, that means that dude, you see him, you can tell he's a psycho.
Yeah.
He's a psycho, literally. Like, you see people do, like, homicide and all that shit, like a couple homicide type shit, but usually, like, it's after a long-term relationship, and they start, like, by beating up the girl and those type of things. Like, it's always longer. 2 months, bro, and you already killed her. You're having an argument with the brother.
Yeah.
You're a psycho, man.
Wow.
That's crazy, bro.
Wow. I mean, it's the mother. It seems they didn't actually mention the father, but it's the mother's fault that she is, she ended up that way.
She got to go into prison.
Yeah, I think she must go. Longer. She should go longer than that. 1 year is just nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just.
But at least to give an example to people, like to.
Did you mention the country where it happens?
Yeah, it's I didn't mention it, but it was in Australia.
In Australia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're from Pakistan.
Yeah. They're from Pakistan.
Yeah, they're from Pakistan. It happened in Australia.
Yeah. I mean, I know, some women actually who got married, very young.
Me too.
And they, their future actually, they have lost everything.
They lost everything.
They gave birth to more than 2 to 3 kids before the age of maturity.
Yeah.
And while you have 3 kids when you are actually you yourself are a kid.
Yeah.
You are a kid.
Yeah.
Then I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you will be able to
be able
to take care of them as well as taking care of yourself.
Hold on to all that shit and also like understand, because again, maybe women think differently, but man, if you like say 22 and you already have 2-3 children, that's I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
That's a waste of it's a waste of childhood. Not childhood in itself, but it's a waste of teenage years, I would say, because at 22, maybe, okay, now you think about getting married, right? And maybe 24, then you get your first child and some shit like that. If at 22 you already have 3 children, that's a lot, man. You're gonna age a lot earlier.
No, it's not even about that, actually. It's more about you yourself, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
your
in your
life,
head.
your future.
Yeah, I'm talking about in your head, literally. Like it's you're not even gonna think about doing the things that you're young. Yeah. It's like now you're a mom of 3 children. Now you gotta act like a mom. You gotta be able to take care of these children and all that, and take care of your husband. And before you're even 40 years old, because up until 40 you can say you're young. So between 22 and 40, you got 18 years in front of you, where you have to act like you have to be a mom and all that shit, and you're supposed to be quote unquote enjoying life a little bit.
It's a burden, bro. It's a burden.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
By the time she gets 40, she'll be like tired of life.
Yeah.
That can easily happen,
Yeah.
Because 3 children, then maybe what? You're going to end up with 5, 6? Because at 22, listen, man, your husband, you can have children all the way up to 36. So you got another 14 years going on.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah. But it happens. That's something these people, most of the time, I always discuss this with women, black women, African women who are actually, doing everything to how can I say, to promote women empowerment or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're not fighting the real enemy, the real problems.
Yeah.
They're going after after the wrong things instead of
power and
exactly
shit.
Instead
you
of
what real issues are.
Of course, I mean those people. It's that. I mean the people. I don't know how to say circumcision in English.
Circumcising.
Oh yeah, circumcising. Okay, so there is that problem too, And there is another problem, the problem of being a second wife or a third wife or a fourth wife. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't, I don't know if what happens in those women mind. I mean, those who become second wife or third wife or fourth wife.
Yeah.
All of those things are actually problems. That they should be.
They should be dealing with those things.
Exactly, that's the word, actually dealing with.
Power out there.
Exactly. So they are fighting. Actually, they are doing the wrong battles. They're not. That's not the right fight you should do. Actually,
I feel like it too. Like you should be able to fight for some families to be more stable.
Yeah.
And again, that it's really sad how that's going on, like forcing people to get married to people that they don't want to, getting into, like, again, some women for sure they like being the second wife and all that. Then if you want it,
I mean,
kudos to you.
I don't think there is a woman who like that. Actually, maybe they're doing it out of choice. Bro.
I'm telling you,
I don't think there is that woman who like that.
You'll be surprised. I saw a video of these ladies lined up, and they were talking about all the shit that you should, like all the reasons that every woman should think about their husband getting a second wife. I literally there is
where was that video made from?
So I'll tell you this: the first video I saw was in Senegal. These Senegalese ladies.
I mean.
Now, and I was thinking that there is the culture, right? But there's a lady in the U.S. She's Arabic. I don't know from where. I don't know if it's from Morocco or Algeria, one of the two countries. She has a online, I don't know if it's a podcast or training or some shit like that. She, in fact, not telling people, like she is helping her husband find a second wife.
I mean, maybe she got a problem, actually. As it's mentioned, she is Arabic, and in Muslim religion, I don't know if she is Muslim, because not every Arabic people are Muslim.
Yeah,
but in that culture, they say men can marry up to 3 to 4 wives.
Yeah.
And maybe she has a problem with, maybe she's not healthy. She cannot give birth, and some of the women can do that.
She actually is healthy, and she's saying that's the right thing to do because that prevents your man from going outside and cheating. She's saying, like,
it does not, actually. She's bro, I mean, it does not. A man can have 100 wives if he wants, sorry, but if he is a cheater, he will just cheat.
That's for sure.
I swear to God, that's just,
for sure. But it's just to tell you that there are crazy. There are some people out there that I gotta be careful with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's some women out there that especially that girl. She was having an interview with there's this old man. I forget his name, bro. He's so hilarious, bro. It's an old man that I see every time on TikTok, and he has a YouTube channel and shit. I forget his name. Once I find it, I'll send it to you. So he was telling the woman, he's like, "Hey, are you out of your mind? Like, what do you mean?" So the guy, he's Christian, like the guy that was interviewing. Yeah, he was Christian. So he couldn't fathom the fact that the lady kept saying that her husband can have 4 wives. And she was the one that was helping him. And because her husband got 2 wives now, because she was the one that helped the husband find a second wife. And she was saying that, hey, that also gets me my free time, having 2 days in the week. She's like, he come and spend half of the week with me and half of the week with the other lady. He's able to provide for the both of us. We're all happy, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, but maybe for you it's working. You don't know about the other lady that's over there.
Exactly. I don't know the majority of women. I don't know if that's how they think. And that's definitely not how they think. That's just a small portion of, women in the world.
A very small portion.
Very small.
I feel like most of the time, the one who accepts that doesn't mean the second wife is going to accept it.
Exactly. I mean, and most of the time in those cultures, actually, the second wife do everything to make sure that the man will not love the first one again.
Yeah, she's gonna do everything.
She will do. You know,
to take her away.
That's what happens. You know,
out of the map.
It's a type of competition and shit. It's bad, but you know.
That's some crazy shit.
That's what happening. That's what happening. So yeah, you should be fighting that actually. You know, I know there is this girl actually who recently got married. I think you know her, and most of the time actually second wives or third wives or whatever how many the guy will have. Most of them actually think about the situation, the financial situation. Most of the time is the financial situation of the man. It's just because the man is either rich, famous, or I don't know who got power, and they just settle. They just tell themselves that it's okay. Then you know if I have this at least.
Yeah.
I have money at least, you know. I have security.
My husband is powerful.
Exactly.
At least my husband is this and that, famous. Shit like that.
And yeah, that's bad though.
That's
bad.
Make no sense.
And that's a barrel to fight.
It is what it is. All that to say, listen, you shouldn't be throwing out your daughters out the window like that. See, situations like this is what you're risking, literally.
Yeah.
And not just like this. It's more like I've seen so many examples. Not even young daughters, like having arranged marriages. I don't feel like it's the right way.
It's not the right way.
It's always like, because the two people now, they in their mind they're all ready to get married. So when they meet each other and you give them like 3 months to get married, some shit like that, then at some point one of them is just settling. It's rare that both of them really want each other just like that. But it's gonna be 5 years along the way, 10 years along the way, that now the person who was settling cannot deal with it anymore. He or she is going to start seeing every single little mistake that the other partner is doing. But now they have children. Yeah. So now they're tied. So now it's like you gotta have to deal with it. But then the other part of your mind is like, nah, shit, I'm tired of this. And you don't know what to do. And so that creates tension in between the marriage. And that is going to affect the children. And it's going to affect the couple. It's just not the right way, man.
Yeah.
You should take your time. I don't care how long it takes. And I understand some people will say, yeah, women, they're on the clock and all that. But that doesn't mean you should just throw yourself out there and throw yourself on throw your daughters out the window like that to any man that just present themselves. At least make sure you know a little bit about them.
Yeah, yeah.
At least a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen.
I mean, you know, actually that's all I had to, say about that topic.
Yeah.
And
so
hopefully it changes one day.
Hopefully. Honestly, like some people can read about that story and just have a wake up call,
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the next one we have is, I saw it on Twitter.
What was it again?
About the dad was away. Dad's been away from not being present in their son's lives. Yeah. I think I lost it.
I mean, not only sons, actually, I think even kids. I mean,
like kids in general.
Yeah, even girls.
Yeah, kids in general. I'm saying like their kids are. I meant. So basically, this man, he didn't know his dad, and so he met his dad for the first time, and he was drunk.
Who was drunk?
The dad.
The dad was drunk?
Yeah, he met his dad for the first time. The dad was drunk. The dad was like, oh shit, da 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 da. And the son was 30 years old.
Wow.
He was 30 years old. He got 2 children. He had those 2 children with him. Then that was when he met his dad for the first time, and his dad was drunk.
Wow.
And his dad was like, man, your mama didn't want me to be in there. Fuck F you, F your mama, da 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 da.
Wow.
And the son was just there like smiling and shit. But I don't think like people realize. Again, I've thank God I've never experienced it. But I can imagine when you don't. I've seen examples, a lot of examples of children of any like any type of child grow without a male figure or without one of the parents, and every time they'll be fucked up in some type of way.
I mean, there will be something that lacks, actually.
That's
there
what
will
I'm saying.
Be lacking something.
That's what I mean. Like in some type of way, something is gonna miss in their either education or the way they grow. You know, like, let's say, like, you will see men that were raised with their mom only. They would tend to have really feminine traits more than their masculine traits. And
being more caring, for example.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes also what it does is, let's say you're a child, you're 6 years old, you're going to school, and you see everybody have both their parents when there is meet up at school, and you go in there only with your mom or only with your dad. That has to be traumatizing. Yeah,
it has to. I mean, because, you know, talking about that story, when you see your friends or your people around you who got their parents together, who are, and not only the parents are together, but they are happy together as well.
Exactly.
And you see that, you start wondering, you know, what's something wrong with you, what is going on, and that can, you know, that can make you envy without you actually willing to be someone who will envy whoever. But it can make you feel bad, it can make you feel jealous or
unlucky too.
Unlucky.
You can start thinking that you're an unlucky person, and then every time you start doing something and something bad happens to you,
that's true.
You start thinking, "Oh, I'm unlucky.
That's
I already don't have one of my parents, and there's always something wrong with me."
And that can impact your mindset.
Exactly, your way of thinking.
Your way of thinking, because you'll be like, "Oh, I don't even have to do this because I don't have a dad or a mom that can help me do that."
Exactly.
And I mean, because it's only recently I started not posting, because I used to post my family a lot on social media. Bro. It was just, you know, I think 2 years ago I stopped posting my family, my parents. You know, I stopped talking about my parents, where they've been, and because I know, you know, some people actually don't have that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So I just be careful, you know. I just be careful.
Yeah, that can really, you're right. That can create like unwanted. I would like, someone can feel bad without you wanting them to feel bad, and you don't even realize they're feeling bad. It's more like they don't have their dad there anymore, or they never grew up with their dad. Their dad was never present.
Yeah.
And you see that a lot in North America, where like a lot of children grow up without one of the parents. That's something sad, you know. And I feel like that's one of the reasons a lot of kids today are like, they do stupid things. When you see them getting into drugs, getting into this and that, most of the time, just check it out. They didn't have both parents.
Yeah, most of the time, actually. I mean, most of the time, the family situation is not
right.
Exactly. Not right.
So you end up getting into drugs, you end up getting into gangs, you end up getting, even if you don't get into drugs or gangs, you get into something that doesn't get you anywhere in life. You know? You end up not getting serious. Just because, again, I give you an example. I don't like giving up that example because he's not with us anymore. But Aaron Hernandez, right? The expatriates player who sadly, you know, killed himself in prison. Basically, the reason he went to prison was because he killed people. Yeah. And his childhood was exactly like that. His dad left him, or I forgot what happened with his dad. Wasn't there anymore. I think his dad passed away. His dad passed away. Yeah. And that got into him. It got to him so much. Yeah. Because he was really close to his dad, and his dad was teaching him a lot of things. And when his dad passed away, that affected him a lot, you know. And and his mom wasn't serious after that. His mom got with another man, and that affected him even more. He started hanging out with the wrong people, and now he ended up in a situation that he didn't like. And if you look at the documentary, he wanted even to get traded away from the Patriots, because the city he was in, it was just 2 hours away from all those friends that are doing bad things after bad things after bad things. That got him into the worst everything's in life, and he ended up being involved in, taking someone's life.
Yeah, in crimes.
And that's one of the examples of, if you have the chance to be in your children's life, be there. Because as a dad or as a mom, whoever the parent is that wants to be absent, or that feel like they don't have to be there, it's gonna affect your children.
I mean, let me just tell you, there is this story. A friend of mine who I went to school with since kindergarten, man, and until, we call it terminal, but finishing high school.
Yeah.
And yeah, his parents got separated when we were, what grade? 3rd grade?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That was freaking early.
Yeah. And wait, is 3rd grade is this year?
No. That's 10th grade, actually.
Oh, okay. So actually said it as in French, in French.
Okay. Yeah.
So in 10th grade, his parents got separated. He used to be
young. That's like what, 12,
that's still
13?
Let's say 14 max.
Okay.
Max. Yeah, 14.
Oh yeah, 14.
Yeah, 14 max.
Yeah.
So he used to be among the top 5 best, best students.
Yeah.
He used to be more mature than us. He used to talk about politics. He used to talk about a lot of things, man, we didn't know about.
Yeah.
Because his dad, used to teach him all those things. His dad actually taught him about so many, so many things. He was just years. There are so many stuff that he used to talk about when we were in high school that I started actually, knowing not until 2 or 3 years ago.
And you realize that he was
talking about those things. And, his parents got separated. So we started noticing a big change. He first got into drugs. He started smoking marijuana and shit.
I get what you're talking about.
All of these things started happening. And, bro, today, man, I don't know, man. His life is just fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
For real, bro. That's sad, bro.
Yeah.
He was brilliant.
Yeah.
He was just one of the best, bro.
Yeah.
We thought he would become a president. That's what he wanted, actually, the president of the country. He wanted to be, because he knew. Yeah, he had it. He was a great speaker. He knew how to communicate, how to convince people.
Yeah.
He was just smart, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I second that.
Yeah,
I realize what you're talking about.
Bro, that's just sad, man.
Yeah, that's just sad. But again, you see, that's just small things like that. You see, a lot of people, like my mom always tell me that when you get into a marriage, and after 1-2 years, it's not love anymore that's keeping you two together.
No, it's not.
It's really, how can you guys forgive each other?
Yeah.
Forgiving doesn't mean I'm gonna forgive them for what they did to me. I'm gonna forgive them because we have children, and their future is more important than what we have right now.
Yeah.
We've had our lives, we've lived our lives, and they need to grow up the right way. They need to get to a level where we reached at
or
this time
better,
of our life,
or be better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're striving for something like that, and so sometimes when you're the type of person who just want to do crazy stuff when you're married, I see like a lot of dads do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
And it's just so unnecessary, so crazy, so like out of character. I'm not gonna judge, because one day we'll be in their shoes and we might realize what's going on. But no matter what happens, try to be there for the children.
Got to.
Like try to stick together for the children. If one of you couldn't be there because they passed away, then I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
But
actually, yeah, we're talking about,
if it's a choice, try to stick it together. Because you don't want your son. Actually, a lot of people, their kids don't even know them. Their kids don't even know, like they weren't there since birth. You know, like a lot of example in North America, especially in the U.S. You see a lot of them. You see a lot of athletes when they're talking about their parents, they say my mom, my mom, my mom. Like how many people you just hear them, my mom, my mom, my mom. They'll never say my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people, they never mention their dads. And you don't want something like that, you know? You want people that... See, the reason I look at Tom Brady, bro. Okay, that's Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. That's one of my favorite examples in sports success. Tom Brady wasn't one of the best players. His dad. Yeah. His dad's presence in his life, his parents, his sisters, he always say that. They're the one that got him the confidence that he had when he started playing. Wow. Nobody wanted to draft him. Nobody wanted him to play. But he had the inner confidence because his parents believed. And they were letting him know that he was the best. He was good. He was this. Don't worry. You're going to get it. They were putting the confidence in him. Look at how that changed his mindset and the way he was thinking. Bro.
It does, especially if it's coming from, the people who love you, the most, or
exactly
the people you love the most.
Exactly, and
those who gave birth to you.
He always was mentioning when his dad after work, the way his dad was spending a lot of time with him for him to get better in whatever he wanted to do. They didn't force anything on him. They just want him to be the best at what he does. Yeah. If he chose to be something, they just want him to be the best at it. That is significant.
It is.
Like this guy just meeting his dad 30 years later and his dad being drunk. Like first of all, he didn't meet him for his whole life. And the first time you meet your dad, he's drunk.
It tells him everything.
And he tells him, F you, F your mom. She didn't want me to be there. And so that means he's a grown heir and he is still blaming other people for his mistakes.
Yeah, not taking accountability.
He's not taking accountability for what he's done.
Yeah,
it's at least say I'm sorry, man. No matter what his mom told, no matter what his mom said, you could have been there. You took the easy way out of like, okay, your mom said I'm not. She don't want me. All right, then I'm not there. You could have tried. You could have forced your way into being present in his life.
Yeah.
And if you're still drunk, that means you had those problems, and that's why she didn't want you back then.
I mean,
these are some
crazy... that tells him everything he needed to know.
Exactly.
I mean, that tells him why he wasn't there all this time.
Exactly, and why his mom didn't want him there.
I mean, I will even go and hug my mom and say, "Yo, you did the right choice."
You'd be like, "Thank you.
You made the right choice." You know. And not every kid without parents actually can behave like that. Some of them will end up being the best father or the best mother, whatever.
In that video, he looked like one of the best fathers.
That's what I wanted to mention, because he told me he had like 2 kids and shit.
Yeah, the way he was holding those kids.
The only 2 kids we saw. Maybe he has other kids. More than 2 kids. Yeah. But those in the video are actually his kids. And most of them actually can become better parents. They'll say, because I know this girl, actually, a friend of mine, he or she, I know she grew up without her father, or I think her father, is in jail or something like that. And she told me that I can see she wanna be a great mother. She does everything. She's very caring, and she talk a lot about being married and having kids. And the way she the way she visualized herself taking care of her children, and it tells everything that she really wanna become a great mother.
That's most of the time when you lack something, you would want your children to have it. When you feel like you lack something that you really wanted as a child, as in your childhood, when you get children, that's what you would, try to. If you were poor and then growing up, you would want your children to not lack anything in their life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a dad, you would want them to never feel like they don't have a dad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
If your family was disrupted, you would do anything to keep your family together.
Yeah, because you've experienced it. You've seen how bad it is,
Exactly.
what it can do to you.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So hopefully, you know, he is exactly the way he was behaving in that video. I just wanted, like, he really was a great dad in that video. And for advice for a lot of young people out there that are, you know, growing up, and don't just throw away your lives just putting out babies in the world just like that, because if you know you're not gonna be present for them, don't be fucking up. You know, don't just do shit just to do shit, because you got to think about the baby that's being born. You know, it's not his fault. He didn't ask for it. He didn't want to be there. You wanted to have fun. Yeah, have fun, bro. But make sure when you have fun, you get in you know, your precautions and all that shit. And if by any chance, by mistake or whatever happens, you end up having a child, try to be there for him. Like, try to be there for him or her, like whoever the whatever the child is, like, try to be there for them. You know.
Yeah, man.
There's nothing you can do better than trying to have, like, you know, mom and dad be present for the children. It helps a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
It does, and that save our world. You know.
It does. It does a lot.
It saves us from so many crazy things that happens. Yeah.
Even when the dad passed away, it's sometimes it's the worst that can happen to you.
Yeah,
you know? Sometimes it's just
changes them.
You go the wrong way, and most of the time, you know, most women, when that happens, they want to take care of the children so bad. They don't want them to they don't want them to lack anything, like, they want everything for the children, so sometimes they're not that strict, and so they end up letting go some of the things because they don't want the children to miss something or shit like that. That happens too, you know,
thinking it's out of choice.
Exactly. And sometimes
it's not, you know. There are a lot of, you know, hard working mom out there, you know. Exactly. I know so many of them, and they're without actually having to do bad things whilst, I mean, by bad things I mean, you know, prostitution and all of that,
having men out there just to take care of the children. You know, it is what it is, but
man,
don't let it be you. So I was gonna say
so the reason, actually, I just thought about it. The reason I stopped posting, you know, my family, was there was this girl actually who lost her mother.
Yeah.
And I remember we were talking, and she, without noticing it, she said that she is currently she's envy.
Yeah.
Or she is jealous of all the people who post their family.
Wow.
Yo, when she said that, bro, I was like, I knew I was part of that.
Never going to do it again.
I'm never going to do that shit no more.
Shit. She probably talking to me. You're like, hey, this girl talking to me right now. She doesn't want to tell me it's me, you know.
I was like,
it's like, hey, sorry, Mom.
Sorry. I mean, you know, I was just posting them just because I wanted to, you know, without making you jealous or envy.
Yeah, you don't. Sometimes again, you don't realize it. You know,
you do not.
It's like some people will think, you wanna show up, you wanna do this and that. Sometimes you don't realize that it's hurting people around you.
Swear to God.
And of course, you gotta be aware and all those things, but being aware doesn't mean like you calculate everything too, you know. Like, there are some things that might affect someone, but for you it might be being, you know, careful. You know, for you it's your way of showing love or something like
exactly.
that. Exactly. For someone else,
most of the time it's just, you know, it's just the way of if your way of showing love, you know. You want to show them that you love them,
and you're proud of them.
You're proud most of the time. You're proud of them, you know. You want to show you know, to everyone that you're happy to be part of the family, to be their child or whatever.
Yeah. And sometimes, you know, that can be taken the wrong way. And listen, everything that you do in life There will always be
important message.
Yeah.
Warning.
With a big W.
I mean,
whatever you do,
you cannot be a friend with anyone,
yeah,
bro.
that's
or
sure.
everyone.
Like anything you do there will always be some people that are gonna be happy about it, and some people that are gonna be sad about it, and some of the people that are gonna be mad about it.
Just
mad. What it is.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's
just do
you can
bro.
never satisfy everyone. Never. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. Like, you couldn't do it. All the prophets couldn't do it. If they couldn't, you won't be able
just
to.
prophets?
Yeah, I don't.
Brother.
That's what I wanted to say, but then I was like, nah.
I'm saying that, but I'm thinking it.
He's looking at me right now. He's like, can't hear you.
Oh,
you
wow.
say that there.
Crazy,
So
man.
it's to tell you, like, you will never satisfy everyone. Never, ever, no matter what you do. So yeah, of course, be aware of people's feelings. Don't try to hurt people's feelings on purpose. But also don't give into like cry babies, you know, like someone who just want to complain about anything, and you're like, whatever you do, they just want to complain about what you do. And those type of people also you don't calculate. But when someone went through a tragedy, and you're doing something that's reminding them of that tragedy, then that's a good reason. In my opinion, that's a really good reason.
That's why I stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, yo.
Yeah, that's a really good reason to stop doing it. At least in front of them. At least if you're gonna keep doing it, do it in front of other people. Yeah. Not in presence, of that person.
Yeah, man. True.
That's it. Anyway, now it's time for
News of the Week.
I think that's a new intro now.
Yeah, man. That's the new intro of the segment of the news of the news segment. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So
I'll let you introduce that one.
It's D again. He's back in the news. You see what I mean? You know, he was trending. For the past days. Puff Daddy, the goat. Yeah, he is facing lifetime in jail right now. I heard.
That's crazy.
I don't know what the situation, the current situation is. I don't know what the judge are saying, but I know for facts that he wanted to bail. He wanted to bail himself, but they asked him for 15 million. I heard
50.
50.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gave 50 million.
Wow.
They said no.
Yeah, they said no. I know, but I didn't know it was 50.
Yeah, 50, bro.
Oh, that's how bad they want you in, bro.
ABC News.
That's how bad they want him in.
Yeah.
They want him behind the bars, bro.
Wow. He's not getting up. $50 million.
Gosh.
Who gonna say no to $50 million?
America.
They need that money more than you, bro. But they said no. Yeah,
that's crazy. I know they still, people, on Twitter making fun of him. And I heard, I don't know if that's actually
that is true. Yes, that's what you want to say about them
the dildos and shit. I heard they found 784 dildos in that motherfucker house.
784.
If you guys don't know what dildo is, Google that shit.
Google that shit. We ain't gonna be the one telling you.
Gosh, bro.
I know you know. You know, nasty.
And people were talking about oil or baby oil or something like that. Oil for hair or something for baby hair.
Whatever shit.
That's what they were talking about.
I
didn't even want to know. I didn't even want to dig deeper in order to know what those baby oil were from.
That's 784 right there. Tells me everything.
I mean, brother.
784.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can assure you one thing. It wasn't only women using that.
I mean, women.
784.
Come on, man.
I ain't speculating. We all know a lot of shit happening there.
Maybe those 4 are just women. The women are just those 4.
Now we know one thing. Cat Williams.
He said everything. He said 2024 is the year of what? Of truth.
The truth.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Truth about to come out. Hey.
Yeah, man.
And all them other niggas. I ain't gonna say the name, but we don't know who we talking about. All them other Hollywood dudes. Them powerful dudes.
Yeah, man.
Them dudes that got the NFL contracts for singers. You know who you are.
Yeah, man. They know. They know. With the big mouth and shit.
We all know you
looking like a fish.
But that's crazy.
It is. I mean, bro, that's how.
Man.
We don't know what's happening up there, bro. Maybe he's just a pound. Yo, for real, he just a pound. Maybe those up there actually are doing worse than that. Probably, I know he is protected, bro, because I heard the CIA or the FBI was not CIA. The FBI actually was investigating motherfucker for 15 years now.
Of course, but here's the thing: when you're still helping people, when you're still useful to those powerful people,
I mean you're
never going down.
Yeah, never. You will keep being afloat.
Why do you think the other nigga didn't still go down? The other dude.
Yeah, I mean he's still useful. You know, he is. And all the people in his pictures, actually, you know, all of them, they are, you know, everything is starting to make sense now. You know? They're connecting dots.
You remember the video that I showed you just a few minutes ago?
Yeah. Charlemagne show.
Podcast.
Podcast.
We heard some audio there. And even him, he was like, hey, man.
He was like, hey, man, bro. If I say anything other than hey, man, bro, I'm fucked up.
He knew it was cool.
He knew.
But at the time, like, I don't think people realized at the time.
I mean, it was impossible.
Yeah.
It was impossible.
It's like, you cannot think of shit like that. And then it starts coming out, and then you start hearing audios. Now I believe in that Make Me audio, bro.
I do believe in that.
Now I believe in that shit.
I definitely believe in that one too. For real.
I don't know.
Dirty ass motherfucker.
I don't know what's going on in there. I don't want to know what's going on.
Oh my goodness.
I have an idea. I do have an idea.
That better be an idea, actually.
I don't want to.
Let it be an idea.
Listen, bro.
let it be just an idea.
But I feel like, you see, that's the reason I always say, like, I don't want to get rich to a certain level. Because you start doing crazy stuff like that.
Because, bro, we're not in their shoes. Do you know that? We're not $1 billion. Hey! Dangote, say my money away. Tarantanta, hey! $1 billion. Bro,
I don't want to get into that type of. I want to get rich. Don't make me. Don't get it twisted, right? Don't get me wrong, but not to that level, man. I feel like those people got so much money, they don't know what to do in their lives anymore. They did everything. They did everything they could. They did everything they can. So they've been partying and partying. So now they consume every type of drugs.
Yeah, they want to try every single thing.
Exactly. So now their minds are like to a level where they need something new. They need a new type of fulfillment. Yeah. They done everything. So now they get into some stupid stuff. Because this, I can tell you one thing. It's stupid. Doesn't make any sense. I don't care what you say.
Yeah. I was watching the other day a movie. I think it was a movie, yeah. I think it's a movie. And the movie was about someone who wanted to become a stand-up comedian. So he was good at his stuff and shit. So there was this guy, actually, there was one day he had a show at a bar where he needed to do a stand-up show. Yeah. So there was someone, actually, in the movie, he is one of the, let's say, the bosses in Hollywood. Yeah. The producers and shit. Yeah. He produced the best movies. And the other guy, actually, that show was it was the worst show he made, because people were even, throwing stuff at him. And he came at him and he asked him they started talking, and then the comedian, the wannabe comedian, comedian, the wannabe comedian. wow. So they wanna be comedian actually, you know. They started, and then when he realized who he was like, oh wow, this is you. And the guy actually, you know, the boss, I mean the producer, let's call him that, gave him his visit card, and he asked him to call him, bro. Bro, man, the guy told him to come at his place. He was living in downtown, penthouse up there. Man, he gave him drugs. He started RAPM.
I mean, I'm not shocked.
Brother.
That's just an example of what's going on in real life.
He started, the wannabe comedian started to get used to that actually, because he wanted to be a comedian, and he started to get contract and shit. And he was just like, okay, since I'm getting my contract, I'm up there, I'm becoming famous, I'm getting more money and shit. I'm just gonna do it. And he was just going every single time over there, bro.
Getting his,
you
know what I mean?
That movie, and it resumes. I mean, it tells us everything we need to know about this industry. I mean, these big industries and shit.
God forbid, I don't care how much money you put on the table, bro. God forbid, like
what? What? Nigga, what? Like Russ Westbrook in Russ Westbrook voice.
What?
Nah, bro. Nah, brother. No matter how much money you put on the table, bro.
I don't care, bro.
I swear to God.
I really don't.
Brother.
Even if you tell me I'm about to die, I'll be like, yeah.
And that's where education is important, you know. That's where family is important.
Yeah.
You know, your parents need to make sure that you don't need to do bad things to get money, Stupid things, exactly.
Because that is...
God damn, bro. It was crazy. And I started, you know, not long time ago, I started to see people were talking about Justin Bieber. You know, I heard that he got traumatized.
Him and Usher.
And Usher.
Yeah.
And we don't know what happening. You know, we don't know what happened to him.
Look, man.
How all it's, you know, he was.
I've seen a video.
Yeah.
That got me questioning exactly that thing, and I was like,
the video on the scene where the lady came and kissed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone saw that video.
You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, he was. A
lot of things.
He was looking a little bit outwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was young. He was a baby, bro.
15.
He was like 15, 16 type shit.
And we know what they do to those boys, bro.
Hey,
brother. We all know.
That little behind is I want to say
Oh wow!
It's a tough world we live in, man.
It's an evil world we live in, brother. You know,
I can tell you that.
Yeah, man. We need to cut. Yeah, we need to cut it off here.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day,
yeah, it's your choice, brother. Because if those things happens to you, I think it's your choice, bro. I mean, if you are. Maybe if they
put a bullet in your head, then maybe that's understandable.
If you're 15, if you're a 15 years old kid and you might not know what's happening, you know, we don't know. That's the thing, actually. You know, you might be so immature and you don't know really
exactly. You don't know what's
happening, you know, until you realize that you are being abused.
Then you're done. You're cooked.
Yeah, man.
I'm wondering if Justin Bieber had a dad.
Never heard of him. Only heard about his mom and the guy who made him popular, famous.
Yeah, I know like about the story of his producer. Because I heard it, because he was on the brink of getting bankrupt, like poor, like he was poor, like he was.
I think you showed
at
me
a point
story.
where like he didn't have anything left. He had to buy like pizza, and he didn't have anything. He wanted to buy pizza a day, and he started getting out coins and all that. He didn't have anything. He also had to like pay for Justin Bieber's, you know, sessions, studio like his food, his a lot of shit. You know, it's crazy, bro. And today, that dude is a millionaire. And that guy, that producer said, "Put your family first." Yeah.
Wow.
They were showing a video where he was there with his, family, with his daughter and all that. And he was saying, no matter how much success you get, you got to put your family first. There is nothing as important as your family. So imagine that.
Man.
He's worth, at the time that I was watching the video, he was worth $400 million.
Oh, yeah?
He didn't reach the billion, so that's maybe the reason he didn't.
Wow. Shit. Yeah, because them billionaires up there, bro, guys, them doing with some freaking stuff out there, bro.
Oh, shit, you know what I heard? I heard Kim Kardashian is crushing on Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
For real. Marca posted it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
yeah, it's Marca. It's some Boja. America.
It's
Marca. I thought it was Washington Post, bro.
The Washington Post we never see. We just hear about it. We hear about it once. There's only one situation where we hear about Washington Post. It's when there's one human on earth when they perform bad. We hear about it.
Other than that, bro, there's no Washington Post, bro.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
People, that was it for today. Don't forget.
Subscribe.
Share. Comment.
And don't go to a PDD party.
Oh, wow. Oh, bad. Bye now.